Many successful people, CEOs, writers, entrepreneurs, even people in the fitness industry that are trying to achieve a certain goal or record, they listen to the same song over and over again whilst working. And there's a few reasons for this. The big one is it puts them into a trance-like state. Now they can completely focus on their work and their brain isn't occupied by the music. If you're listening to heaps of different songs or songs you aren't too familiar with, it's using a lot of your brain's resources. But to have one album or a couple albums to listen to on repeat allows your brain to just relax and switch off and focus on the task at hand. And that's really powerful for a lot of people. For example, there's David Goggins, when he was going for his pull-up record, he listened to Going the Distance from Rocky over and over again. He listened to it for literally hours whilst he was going for the record. And it put him into sort of the right mental space he needed to be in. But fitness aside, let's talk about, productivity. How can this be used to make you more productive? A lot of people listen to soundtrack music, but I personally have, and I think it's amazing. Soundtrack music allows you just to focus on your task, but it also puts you into a kind of a vibe. Like I listen to Skyrim music, RPG music, cyberpunk music, or even just, your regular Hans Zimmer soundtrack. And I find that it really has its own vibe. It really puts you into a place. It makes you feel like you are in an RPG, or you are working on something that has more meaning than it is. It makes you feel like the task you are working on matters a lot more. And that's a key component, right? If you can assign meaning to your task, then you are going to enjoy it more, you're going to succeed more at it, and you are going to persevere. And so if you can try to find ways to assign meaning to your work, and part of that could be soundtrack music that really inspires you or makes you feel a certain way, invokes a certain feeling, if you can do that, that can be really powerful for you. And I've personally found that to be really beneficial as well, as long as you don't overuse it. To put on a song that is really invoking a certain feeling makes you enjoy the task more, and it makes you more creative. Another point I want to make is you might think, okay, do I just have to listen to the same song over and over? Maybe you want to listen to a set of songs, and that's cool too. In fact, this idea is also recommended by Tim Ferriss in his book Tools of Titans, which is a really good book. Lots of really good tactics. In the book, Tim, what he did when he was writing his books was that he would put on a couple different albums, and every day he would write and listen to those albums on repeat. He would also do that with movies, which is something I have not tried yet. He would watch the same movie in the background on repeat over and over again. And he mentions in his book that he watched some movies, upwards of 100 times, which is kind of crazy to me because the most I've watched a movie has probably been, 2 or 3 times, maybe 5 times, something like that. But, I haven't even come close to 100, so that is pretty impressive. So yeah, the takeaway from this video is to allow music to put you in a certain state of trance, to allow you to focus on the task at hand. This can be really beneficial for you. As well as that, allow music to invoke a feeling. Feelings are important because feelings give you meaning. When you can feel something, you're going to enjoy it more. So try those 2 things out. Listen to music in the background if you want to work. If you want to work in silence, you can do that too. Try soundtrack music. Doesn't have to be soundtrack, but less words the better in my opinion. Give those ones a go. Let me know how you go in the comments below.